Hey guys, what's up? Brett Roach here again with another awesome video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a bit of a tutorial on how to avoid paying for full contact application inside your DAW when you're just wanting to use samples to blend with other samples, if that makes sense. Like say you have drum kit samples that you want to blend with other drum kit samples in a project. I'm going to show you guys today, as long as you have an audio waveform of those files and not just a .nki, how you can easily load that up for free in Logic Pro X. Let's dive in. Okay, so I got Logic Pro X loaded up here, and this is a project that I'm currently working on. I'm just going to show you the free portion, and then I will show you the Stephen Slate way in a second, after we get this out of the way. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and open up Software Instrument, and then I'm just going to come down and load up, let's see here, go to Instrument, I'm going to load up Ultra Beat, and then yeah, I'm going to set that to multi-output. Okay, so we got Ultra Beat up here, and the first thing I'm going to come to is I'm going to come over to Factory Default, and I'm going to go to Drum Kits and go to the Drag and Drop Samples. Okay, notice there's no samples on this, it's all fresh. So normally this is on phase oscillator. You can come over here, click on sample, and hit the drop down menu and go to load sample. I'm going to show you guys where I keep some of my kits here, my samples. I'm going to click on the Chango Slaves kit for this project because I really like the snare blends with the snare I have currently in the project. And this one's a pretty good one. We go ahead and select this one for my sample. And now you can hear that. It's pretty loud. And you can go ahead here also and add, hard hits, medium hits, soft hits. We can just add another hard hit here, but I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just showing you can add velocity variation of hits with the sampler. Now we're just gonna do this because we're just gonna do the hard hits. We're gonna blend it on the hard hits. All right, so we got that loaded up. I'm just gonna rename this Slaves Snare. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy this. Actually, we can, yeah. So I just want it to be on these hits here. I'm going to copy this down into the slave snare portion here. I'm going to delete everything that's not the actual snare hit. Now what we can do, so we can click here, go Control Alt, and we're just going to drag this down to our snare location. Alright, so now we have that loaded up. First I'm going to show you what the kit sounds like without the snare blend that I'm going to be blending into with the kit. And it does sound really good already, but let's go ahead and just take a look at that. So I'm just going to solo out the kit and we'll listen to it. Alright, now we're going to have it to where we're going to blend in the snare here. So let's just go ahead and unsolo this stuff. We're just going to solo out the snare there. Alright. And this is hitting pretty hard, so I think the first thing I'm going to do here is come over, add a gain knob. And we're just going to turn that down until it sits right. So when I'm hitting around -6. Just don't want it to be too harsh. So right about there's good. Right about there's good. Okay, so now we have that. I'm going to go ahead and add a bus reverb onto this as well. And my mouse is dying right now. Alright. So we'll go ahead and add the... And that's how the snare sounds by itself. Now we're going to blend it in with the actual snare. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it all the way down. And we're just going to bring it up until it blends how I want it. So that actually sounds really good right there. Alright, I'm just going to bring the rest of the kit in. Alright. And that is the first way of how you can add samples like this and blend them with drum kits or something that you have going on already without having to download the full version of Kontakt to load those third-party samples up. Now, for those of you who own Stephen Slate Drums 5, I'm going to show you how to do it this way. So we're going to open up Stephen Slate 5. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to Create. And what you would do is you would hit Add. And it's going to pull up a file browser. Now, I've already added this, but here's like all the Chingo kits I have. Samples here. So let's just say I click that, which I've already added it, so I'm going to hit Cancel. And then it's going to pull up this right here. Then you're going to come over to this, like for example, we're just going to basically do what I did, but with Slate now. So we're going to come over to our samples. And I think I selected what? Snare hard 2. So you just take that and you would drag it into here. Okay? I already have it set, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now we're just going to select that sample. And when we go to edit, it has the sample pulled up here. And where it says articulation, you can actually choose where it's going to hit on the notes. So I just routed it to where the snare center was. So it will hit there. And then I turned the velocity all the way up for this hit. And I kept the dynamics at 100 and all that good stuff. So with that selected, we come over to snare hard here, and we can see that it is now loaded in. And I just set this as a new channel output so I could blend it in the DAW, because I don't really like messing with channel outputs inside the actual drum editor. I'd rather do it all within the DAW. So I just set it to a new output there. And my mouse over. Now we have this. Without. And that is how you get samples and are able to blend them in Steven Slate Drum Kit 5. Alright. That's it, guys. That's how you do it. So, with that being said, this is the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stick around for the next one. See you guys later.